Hey guys, Nukem here, and here's my official Deadpool and Wolverine review. If you saw my out theater reaction last night, I was so amped up, so excited, so happy that I just came out a great movie and then just gave you my quick thoughts and reaction. Now I have the time to adjust and reflect on everything I saw. I can give you my proper review now that the review embargo has lifted. So Disney invited me to see it early as screening. A lot of other press media and influencers were there as well, and they gave us this popcorn bucket where it says, "Designed by Deadpool, can be used for popcorn." It's a popcorn bucket. You put your hand in Wolverine's mouth, and then you get popcorn from it. So it's a very cool, unique thing. I don't know if you guys can get it, if it's a special thing, if you go to theaters for it, or it was just only a specific item for press media. So yeah. So now here are my final thoughts on this. If you see me looking at the screen, it's because I wrote it out. I didn't want to forget anything because when I start ramble, I forget a lot of things. So far, this is a non-spoiler review, so you won't be too spoiled. I might do small little nuggets here for you guys. This is the best Deadpool movie by so far. I would say it's better than Deadpool 1 and better than Deadpool 2. I was not a big fan of Deadpool 2. I thought a lot of jokes didn't land. I thought they tried too much and some of the CGI looked way off, especially I think with Juggernaut. Anyways, so this is definitely the best Deadpool, and they used the screen time incredibly well. It's the longest Deadpool movie, but I never felt bored at all. I thought it was fantastic, in and out, and built the characters, both Deadpool and Wolverine and some other characters, very well, and the chemistry worked very well. There is a mid credits and the after credits scene, so stay to the very end. The after credits is just a lot of funny stuff that explains something that happened during the movie. The mid credits is more like a very heart touching. This is mild spoiler, very very mild. I don't think it'll ruin it, but if you don't want anything spoiled, I'll leave my hand up, and when I put it down, that means I'm done with it. So the mid credits is a wonderful goodbye letter to all the characters from the Fox universe or Fox Studio universe of all of they handled the superheroes. Okay, spoilers, mild spoilers done. So the best way I would say to help you enjoy this movie better is to watch a couple other movies and series. Now you don't have to; they explain it, but it makes it more feeling and make you understand more of the movie if you watch these certain things. One is Logan. People are wondering what happened to Wolverine and Hugh Jackman, and how would they bring back Wolverine if he's dead in Logan? That's the last screen appearance. So we watch Logan so you can kind of get that understanding of Logan back. They do talk about it. Loki, as you know, you saw in the trailers, TVA. The TVA is what starts this whole thing, and the more you know about the background, what the TVA does, and some things that happened to TVA, the Loki series, you understand the gravity of it a little bit better. They do explain what the TVA is, but it makes more sense, and you have a better grasp of the TVA. You watch Loki. Some mild things is maybe catch up on Mad Max. Be fun to watch Mad Max. And if you like 90s music like I did, I grew up in the 90s, I like the music choices here. I felt they all worked. First, when they played these 90s music, it's like, whoa, we're really going 90s. It looks so odd and out of place of these artists that I thought would be in Deadpool movie. And then as the songs going, the scenes were happening, I was like, damn, this music's really working for me. So I really like all the music choices they did for this. The action scenes were fantastic, and the dialogue, the humor was fantastic. Everything landed. The whole theater, I was laughing my ass off at everything because I thought most of the Deadpool 1 humor landed for me. Most of Deadpool 2 humor did not land for me. 3 nailed it on every steps, and I think it makes it better that Disney did not interfere. The one thing that Disney said you can't do is a particular type of drug in the movie, and they made fun of Disney and Kevin Feige for it. And they made fun of Disney and Fox a bunch of times and a bunch of other things. I think that allows them to make fun of the humor added to it, because now they're in the Marvel universe. They get to make fun of all of Disney properties, and that makes sense about it. So I was happy that it felt like a pure Deadpool movie and they did not hold back. This is a hard rated R movie. It's very bloody. It's very violent and there's a lot of cursing. Not a lot of sex scenes, but there are a lot of talks of sex dialogues in this. So it felt a lot more hardcore rated R than Deadpool 1 and Deadpool 2 combined. This is probably the hardest rated R movie Disney will ever put out, unless there's a Deadpool 4, it could go even harder. So it felt like a true, really well written Deadpool movie and Wolverine. They're both on the screen time a lot together and sometimes separately to build them up separately. And you get to understand this Wolverine and Hugh Jackman. So let's talk about the two main characters. Hugh Jackman. Dude, that guy still got it. He's fantastic of Wolverine. And you get to see him in different styles of Wolverine, which is pretty, really, really great. And then he's still like very jacked and ripped. And they let you know this guy is still jacked and still ripped, and his body's fantastic. Man, a lot of people in theaters, when they saw Hugh Jackman, they're like, whoa. Ryan Reynolds, of course, he's charming, funny. He knows how to be edgy. He knows how to be dark. And then show emotions and have different characteristics as Deadpool, who's going through a lot of different emotions and a lot of sarcasm and funny. There was a lot of fight scenes. Some of it felt dragged out, but I was not bored. Even though it felt dragged out, I felt like I was still very entertained. Like I never felt bored in this movie. I just felt everything was very well paced, well done. There are so many surprises, cameo, and Easter eggs in this movie. I thought the trailer and a lot of TV spots and promotions been going out, and they've been revealing more and more during that. Now that I've seen the movie, they held back a lot of stuff in the marketing. There's a lot of surprises that I did know was going to happen, and it was fantastic when it did happen on screen. So I am glad they held back a lot and kept a lot for the audience in the movie theaters. And now you're going to say, well, is it just Easter eggs just to give you nostalgia? No. Some of these main cameos and Easter eggs does have a small chunk in the movie, and they played to the story. So it wasn't just there for like a couple seconds to make you happy, but there are some of those. But they're the people who that bring in, that is a crowd pleaser. They stayed on screen and they had a purpose, and they made a use of good characterizations of people I never thought I would see on the screen again. But they were there, and I was like, wow. And my fanboy in me was over the moon of just seeing these characters back on the screen and in the Deadpool movie, and they were just not thrown away. Excuse me, alarm. Thrown away. They were actually had a part in the movie. Now, of course, of every Easter eggs and stuff, some people want some more stuff, or some people are going to be disappointed in stuff, or they didn't say, oh, they revealed it, but they didn't show enough. That's always going to be the case. Depends where you are. I liked what I saw, and I liked the amount on screen. It's up to the individual with it. A lot of people in the comments says, did Wolverine finally wear the mask? I'm not going to respond to that. I don't want to spoil it to you. Just watch the movie, have a good time, and you find out for yourself. Now, people were very hyped on Doctor Strange 2 multiverse Madness and multiverse of madness. I forgot. Sorry, it's been a while. People were so amped up, so excited. I think they're going to see everything, and they were very disappointed. They only saw a few characters. Deadpool did it right. It felt like the way Deadpool did it was the way Doctor Strange 2 should have done it, with all these surprises and cameos and Easter eggs. Now, of course, one of the downfall, I think, in this movie is the villain. The main villain is pretty generic and boring. You understand the motivations, but it's not built out like Thanos. And I think it's very hard for a superhero movie to build out a villain unless you do it like Avengers Infinity War and Endgame, where you spent a whole movie with that character like Thanos, and then you got to see him in the second act in Endgame, and you understand him more. It's kind of hard to do it in a certain screen when you're introducing Wolverine and a couple other characters. Some of the original Deadpool cast, 1 and 2, were there, but some of them will be on the screen a lot longer, and some of them will just be there briefly. This movie mainly is Deadpool and Wolverine, and so a lot of characters got left out in the original Deadpool 1 and 2 movies. If that's a little bummer for you, I'm sorry, but they're still there for you. Okay, Deadpool is Marvel Jesus. He definitely made. I felt like he brought the Marvel universe back to life for me. Now, did he fix everything that went crazy in the last several years? Phase, was it 4? And now we're in phase 5? No. But did it bring a lot of energy back that Marvel needed to make people excited about Marvel movies again? I would say it's getting me there. I'm getting more excited. If more movies are going to be like this caliber of a movie like Deadpool and Wolverine, then I think MCU is back in good shot, good fashion. Now, does it change the whole landscape of Marvel Universe? I would say no. This is more, in my opinion, contained to itself, its own movie. And they may or may not have referenced that. I don't remember. But I don't think it's going to change the landscape of the Marvel Universe. So there may still be, some struggles Marvel still have in upcoming films. I'm not sure, but this felt like the right direction Marvel needed headed in it with Deadpool and Wolverine. Now, I would say this is probably the best, or if not on par, the best Marvel movie since Endgame. I would say it's on the level of greatness as the Spider-Man and No Way Home with the team up of Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. That was fantastic, and it's been a long time we had a good movie like that. Now, people are going to say, what about Shang-Chi? What about Guardians of the Galaxy 3? What about Doctor Strange 2? Shang-Chi was fun, but not amazing and memorable, where I always want to watch it. It gave me that same Marvel nostalgia in Phase 1 to 3. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was fun, but not amazing, but had a good conclusion with several characters, but didn't make me excited about Marvel again. It was just another fun movie. Doctor Strange 2, I just did not like it. I watched it several times, and it just was a pure miss for me. So this is where it feels like this was a fantastic movie, like Phase 1 to 3, one of the better, or if not one of the top tier Phase 1 to 3 Marvel movie, now that we finally get in I think we're in Phase 5 now? I don't know, but it's really good on that Spider-Man level. So I would say this is a movie blockbuster. It's definitely a must-see. The less you know, the better it is, and just enjoy it. Just enjoy it. I enjoy the heck out of this, and I can't wait to own this movie and see it on streaming, get in the highest quality possible. If there's a special Blu-ray feature or behind the scenes, I would watch that because there's so much good stuff of this, and it's a beautiful love letter to the old Fox universe and a beautiful love letter to the new Marvel going forward. So let me know what you guys think. Appreciate thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, bye.